So here we have the Mini Cooper hatchback 5-door on an 18 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see we've got those black alloy wheels that match the black roof and mirror caps. We've got tinted windows as well. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. If we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60-40 split folding rear seat. And then the boot space can be further increased by folding this tray section, which then stores up there out of the way should you wish to use it like that. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get half leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard of this car, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer in the middle and the fuel gauge on the right-hand side. You can see the total miles on this car are 6,501. The information above that can be changed using a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy information, including a digital readout for the speedometer. If you leave that for just a few seconds, you'll see that it will dominate most of the screen. There you go, and you have a nice clear readout. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, and on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you paired the phone, which is done on the central screen just here under the phone heading or telephone heading that you can see there. In terms of moving around the menus on a Mini, it's all being done using this dial. So this will move us around the menus. We can select things by pushing this down. This dial also moves to the right, left, up and down as well. So within various menus that becomes useful. For example, on satellite navigation. So if we push the dial down, and then we'll have a little look at the map. If I want to access the menu to the left, I just jog the dial to the left and then rotate the dial round to highlight all of these different things. There's a full video showing how the satellite navigation works on our website, which I'd highly recommend checking out. In terms of radio, this car's got FM, AM and DAB digital radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. Under the multimedia heading just there, you've got, as you can see, USB input, Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. Working our way down from that, we've got the dual zone climate control. So this one will operate the fan speed and turn the system on if it's off. This is the temperature on the passenger side and driver side. Once you're happy with your settings, you can turn the air conditioning on by pressing that button, or you can hit that one to put the car onto auto, and the car will maintain 17 degrees on either side of the car by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can override that by readjusting the fan speed or by pressing the auto button to turn it back off again. Below that we have a few tabs. So starting from the left, this one turns off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out when you're stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That button will turn that system off. This tab will start and stop the engine. Over here you can turn off the traction control. We can put the car in sport mode or green mode should you wish to, and when you change it, it will show you up on here. So sport mode, maximum go-kart feel, mid mode, which is normal everyday driving, and then low consumption driving fun is the green mode. So in sport mode, for example, it will make the steering firmer and the accelerator pedal will react quicker to what you do. The whole car will just feel a bit nippier. Under that, we've got the auxiliary and USB inputs that I mentioned, as well as a 12-volt charging socket under that cap. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox and this system which we've already been through. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.